Hoot Owl Bend. Let's get this on. So folks, we're going to reshoot our intro real quick. Man, right now I'm on the GoPro, what is it, Hero Black 12, I think is what it's called. Every once in a while, this thing just does not record audio, and you want to talk about frustrating. Thank goodness. I stopped for a second, I'm like, I don't think that, I could tell on the volume that there was a solid line all the way across. I'm like, couldn't see the thing pinging, and let's check real quick. Yep. All right, so I think our audio is correct now. So what I said previously, and I might drop that in, I'll show you what I was doing there for a few minutes. I had the dogs out running, a lot of fun. We are at Brickyard Hill, also known as Charity Lake. There's a whole bunch of different, and could Missouri be more confusing? Absolutely stunning here. We did stay right over there in that spot, just across this dam. And actually, I apologize, we didn't stay. We shot a video here, and I ended up leaving early that night. And I don't know if you remember, folks, I was just kind of wore out from being at the cabin and just needed to get home. And I made the right decision that night. But this is a fallback for us today. I just wanted to cruise in here, check it out. We are in the Rockport, Missouri area, and Rockport, Brownville, Watson, Langdon, this little area here has quite a few camping options. So we've been here before, we've checked this out. This is a good, sorry, I got something in my eye. This is a good fallback spot for us if we need it. I do have, what is it? Looks like 4 campers down here in the campground area, and then there's the one spot over there. That one spot is open right now. But we have more stuff to do on our adventure. I'm hoping I don't have to stay here, and I do have a location in mind that we're heading to. As you can tell, I got the dogs along. It's a beautiful day. Got a little light mist and 50 degrees. Absolutely perfect camping weather. Hey, what do you think? She's ready. All right, let's head on down the road. I will check back in as we're getting closer to where we need to be. So folks, right now we're going to stop real quick. This is, I believe it's called the Langdon House, and it's listed on the National Register of Historic Places. I don't know if we can pull in there or not. I'm literally parked on the highway. I just wanted to stop and check this place out. Absolutely beautiful structure. Love the columns on there. Man, does that have we have some good friends from Mississippi, and that reminds me of a good old southern Mississippi house. And I'm sure I'm probably off. Not good with my architecture, but I just wanted to show you folks hopefully where we're heading today. But this is called the Langdon House, and we are in Langdon, Missouri. Welcome. I'm glad we stopped there real quick. That house is really cool. I'd seen it on Google Maps. They do have Street View with that house on there, and I just wanted to see it in person. Kind of a cool structure. A little creepy, right? A little creepy. End of October here. Everything's a little creepy. All right, we are following our Google Maps. Oh, I think that's an old abandoned school right there. All right, sorry. didn't have time to show you. We are on the highway here and I got to pay attention. So I'm going to get back to the road. All right, I think we're getting close to our destination here. Oh wow, what in the heck is that? What in the heck? On the side of the road, this little guy's hanging out. That seems normal. Looks like it's almost brand new too. What in the world? Seriously. Doesn't smell funny or anything. It's not wet either. It's got, oh man, look at this. He's got little like dagger things. What is that? Huh, interesting. What is that? What do you guys think? That's not some creepy little dude, is it? Oh my goodness. What in the heck? He could be our new spokesperson, right? Oh, hey little buddy. Oh. Oh. Well, that seems normal, right? What in the heck? That is awesome. We got to keep that little guy. I'd seen on Google Maps right down this way, it's a private drive, and there's actually, you can see quite a few campers and cabins down here. Let's pull into, we are at Hoot Owl Bend, and let's see if anybody's camping here. I think we've made it to camp. We are at Hoot Owl Bend. I've got to reposition the van. I just wanted to get out for a second and see what we're dealing with here. It's kind of a circular parking lot. I always like to leave my side door kind of towards our way out or in. This is a one-way in, one-way out, just so you can keep track of who's coming in and out. I like to be pointed out, so if something bad happens, I can simply drive away from camp. Right there's a good spot, but my side door, I don't want it facing the forest like that. So we'll probably position around over here. That little doll is creepy. Man, talk about a cool addition to the episode. I was just going to throw the thing away. It looked like a big piece of and actually, I'll be honest folks, as I was driving down the road, it looked like a baby to me. I was just like, what in the heck is that sitting there? I'm like, if I have to do police reports to fill out a missing persons and all this, it's like, no way. Leave in the comments, what do you think? Should we adopt him, and what should that guy's name be? We should just bring him along for the ride. Well, we're here in camp. We should be good for an overnight. The Missouri River is literally just over this little lump right here. I'm gonna hang out just for a minute with the dogs and get stuff set up here, and we'll check back in when we're in camp. Well, I think we're set up pretty well here. It does look like we're a little off camber, but it's not bad. What is bad and very interesting, the mosquitoes are just horrible down here. yeah, I think we're in a good spot here in camp. What in the heck? We just walked down. Huh, that's weird. I could have swore he was sitting up when I had him there before. We're just gonna walk down, check out the river here. Hopefully we can make it. It looks like it's pretty overgrown, and from what I was seeing on Google Maps, and actually State of Missouri had some pictures, some 360s on Google Earth or Google Maps. You could walk like right down to the river here, so let's go check that out. Well, there is a trail, but it is pretty thin. But this is gonna work, and man, I can't believe the amount of deer runs in here. There's a lot of interesting stuff in here. So I've heard that it's called the Legend of Hoot Owl Bend. And have you guys heard anything about any of that? Come on. Well, we've made it to the Missouri River. This is kind of cool. This is a neat place. Lots to explore here. Free. Oh, wow. Yeah, Missouri River right there. Big thing, I gotta keep the dogs out. Navy, we're staying up here, okay, girlfriend? Sorry, the sign's right over here. I wanna check this out, but I don't know if we can get to it. There's a lot of debris. Here, check. You can tell the river has been working here. The dogs could go, okay, I'm gonna step over. All right, can we get to this sign? What in the heck? You can see that thing is pretty worn. It says Public Fishing Access Missouri Conservation. Hoot Owl Bend. Awesome. Yeah, let's look here real quick. Just right here. What's really interesting too, in those trees and that bluff right there, that's actually, I believe that's Indian Cave. Let's look that up real quick. And I was going to tell you folks, I've got a couple bars of LTE, which is nice. Trying to see, oh, Indian Cave's a little bit further down, so we would have to go a little bit further down the Missouri, but that's going to be kind of that same terrain. It's only maybe 3 miles from Indian Cave. So we're looking back up the Missouri River towards the north. We gotta go get camp set up, and I'm not going to set up a ton. We are man, the dogs are just having a blast. We are expecting quite a bit of rain overnight, and then definitely at like 7 a.m. was 100% chance. So I kind of want to have everything picked up tonight when I go to bed. And we're in no rush really to get home tomorrow. It's going to be, I know it's going to be raining. So we aren't going to get a ton of stuff out, and hopefully I don't have to get the awning out at all. It was sprinkling a bit on our way down, and it's supposed to be a chance of that off and on all day. But for now, we're gonna leave the awning in, and probably gonna have to put the screens up maybe or something. It's 54 degrees, kind of right in that in-between of hot and cold. I brought my heater. So, all right, yeah, that's all that is. While I was talking to you, that's how far we are from the Missouri. So what, maybe a football field at the longest? That's going to be fun tonight. That'll be cool. We'll have to walk down there in the dark. That won't be scary at all. All right, folks, we are pretty much set up in camp. Yep, Sookie wants to play ball. Had to put that creepy doll away. We got our table out. Camp's pretty much set up. I got some great firewood I found from a Casey's nearby. I'm noticing with the Casey's firewood, it burns longer than what I was getting at Baker's. I wanted to show you something new we got for the van before I forget. So folks, I have been using the same mattress. This is not sponsored, please. I'm not trying to sell you a dang thing. I did just get, you remember I got that Blue Eddy power station right here. Couldn't be more happy with that. That's been absolutely incredible. I should have got that from day one. Folks, if you are doing a van build, get more power than what you think you need. It is so nice to be able to make coffee in camp, and we're gonna make one at about 4 today. The other thing I got a new mattress. I had been using the same mattress for 4 years. I had like a system I was doing. This thing, it's one of the ones from Amazon. It was on sale, but it's charcoal instead of foam is what they call it. And is it just charcoal foam? I don't know. It's supposed to be more firm. Man, I haven't slept on this yet. This will be our first night, but I've of course laid down on it just to see how it felt. Absolutely incredible. The other thing with it too, it's actually probably the proper size for this bed. And I had a 72 by 30 before, and this is a 75 by 32. And that little bit more makes such a big difference. Insert joke here. But as you can see, we're set up in camp. We are at Hoot Owl Bend. There you go, guys. Sorry about that. Right there. Perfect. Folks, that's awesome. I had to grab my glasses and come on over here and read that. I forgot that we are camping almost, man, we are not far from the Brownsville nuclear plant. Feels like it's gonna rain. I just checked the radar again and it's clear, but stuff is like just brewing up. I don't know what the deal is. I can always tell with the dogs. They love it here. They are just having a blast. They have been running and playing. I'm trying to get them just to lay down to leave me alone a minute. Sorry for the construction noise. I do have a guy over here. There are some cabins right there, and he's just spreading some dirt out. And I was looking, I'm like, I think there's only 3 piles, so that's all I got to get through is that. It's like 4:30 in the afternoon. The guy's working, right? Good for him. So it doesn't bother me one bit. Now at 10:30 tonight, that might kind of stink, but I doubt he's working then. Folks, this has just been an incredible camp, as you can tell. This is one of those, man, I love this. This is a great spot. Come back here. So far, haven't ran into the sheriff or anything, but so far, this is a good one. And I need to come up with a better system or something to let you folks know, like, hey, come stay here. I approve of this campground for solitude. And you know what, maybe if you folks would help me in the comments, what do you want to see? I like to see like quiet, safe, comfortable, those types of things. Let me know if you want me to set up like a rating system on some of these places or whatever. We could do like a 5-star system or something like that. I think we need to do that. We've toured enough of Midwest camping. We got a pretty good handle on what's enjoyable and what isn't. This has been absolutely incredible. I love having the Missouri River right down that trail. Fire right here. It's quiet, by myself. We're in a good spot. All right, folks, we have to, oops, sorry, Sook, I didn't mean to catch you there. We have to give a shout out to my neighbor, Steve. Oh, come on. Nice and easy, right? So, huge shout out to my neighbor, Steve. He's a good friend of mine, and it was really, really cool. I couldn't be more excited for him. He went up to Alaska, he caught this salmon. I believe the K means king, I would assume. We dropped something there. The only thing I got to do real quick, and I totally forgot about, I got to pull the pin bones out of it. We're going to do that really quick and get my skillet going here. I did YouTube cooking salmon on cast iron, and it had like really, really good responses. So I think it's going to work. I am gonna flip it. The video I saw said just to like lap the olive oil and margarine or butter up on top of it to like cook it with that. But I'm gonna flip it. And what do we have with us today? Where's it at? Oh, there it is. I got it out of the kitchen. We're gonna put that on the salmon. And folks, look at this thing. Holy moly. This is fresh caught out of the Kenai River in Alaska. Steve, thank you for dinner. Huge shout out to Steve, right? All right, I'm gonna get this deboned real quick, get it on the skillet, and we're gonna get dinner going. Dogs are hungry too. Sook, do you want to eat? Yes, she does. I gotta quit saying that. Get our 14 spice on here. We're not going to over season it, and let's get this on. Perfect. Good. So folks, for dinner tonight, I did have, and I opened those green beans. I'm going to give some to the dogs and put the rest in some Tupperware. I forgot I had brought, when I opened the fridge, I saw it. I was like, holy cow. We have mashed potatoes and some peas and some gravy from dinner last night. I forgot I had thrown that in there. we're just warming that up really nice over the propane stove here. Salmon is coming along great. The YouTube video I saw said just take the margarine drippings and I put a bunch of olive oil in here with the seasonings and just kind of keep basting the salmon with it. Folks, I'm a well done guy and I'm not going to apologize for it. That's how I like my food. So what I am going to do, the guy said watch for when the skin starts to separate around the edges. You'll know it's pretty much done. At that point, I'm going to flip it just for a little while. And I like my stuff cooked all the way. I'm not a big sushi guy, any of those types of things. I am excited about dinner. This is cooking really well. The mashed potatoes have warmed up just right. And I think right now I got to get the dogs fed. So, well, I got this kind of on a slow cook. I'll see you over at the chair when dinner's ready. Okay, I'm gonna get your... Come on. Well, what do you folks think of that? Look at that piece of salmon and the mashed potatoes. I am not going to be able to eat all this, but I'm going to give it my best effort. It's one of those nights. I always appreciate when the fire feels good. There's just enough chill in the air that I think it's, what, 51 degrees right now. Fire just feels nice, feels warm, comforting, and really happy with our spot here. I think I cooked the salmon properly. I do like my stuff a little bit more well done. Let's get some dinner going here. After dinner, we have some huge plans. I have to hold this chair down. That's it. We're gonna enjoy the fire tonight. Might have to scrounge a little bit. We'll see what we got here for firewood, but it's going well, and we do have a couple more pieces over here yet. So, folks, I'm gonna enjoy some dinner. Thanks for coming along. This has been a good one. Well, dinner was an absolute success. I know you folks can't tell because of the camera and the exposure. It has gotten quite a bit darker really quickly. And then all of a sudden I noticed like the forest got kind of still and now it's starting to sprinkle. So pay attention to nature. It was telling me, hey, it's gonna start raining here shortly. Hopefully it doesn't rain too much. We're supposed to just have like chances of misting and sprinkles. I probably am going to have to put my big camera away and just use the GoPro for the remainder of the evening. I'll get this out as I can, and you folks don't care about that. But right now, I'm going to get this cleaned up, and then we are just going to, legitimately, we're just going to hang by the fire here in a little bit. I am excited to try out that mattress tonight. I do have, and I was going to mention that, I do have pretty good cell service down here when I'm outside the van. I'm bumping 3 bars of LTE down here. When I get in the van, I really don't have service. I need to look at getting a, what is it, a range booster? One of those antenna things. Because then, and I know for a fact, like even in camp, I have like 3 bars out here. It's supposed to amplify that, and that might be something we kind of look at here in the future. I know a lot of folks don't use them as much anymore because cell service is getting better and better and better. But like in this situation, I'd love to be able to just sit in the van and be on my phone a little bit. If that's the worst thing that happens, I think we're doing all right, right maybe? Oh man, they're getting wet. You can't really tell it's like that wet until you touch her, and then it's like, oh yeah, it's kind of coming down. Okay, I'm gonna get this stuff cleaned up. We'll see you later. Dinner is squared away. I'm gonna come over by the fire so you folks can see me. I got the table put away, and actually I did a really good job of getting dishes cleaned up. I call it a camp clean. It's something that I've figured out that I've been using the last few camps is I just wipe everything off with some paper towels. I get all the food off, and I even do like a quick rinse. I don't do soap and do all that stuff. Then I just set it up on the floorboard in my front seat, and I'll take it home tomorrow and wash it at home. I'm not out here, I don't need it for 3 meals this week or whatever. So it's an overnight, and we just threw it in there, and so we're hearing a ton of coyotes, and like early today, a lot of coyotes. The other thing that just absolutely kind of scared the crap out of me I just had somebody pull in, and they were driving like a smaller, sorry, I'll come into the light here. There we go. That's better. Now you can see me. They were driving a smaller Ford, like a Ford Fusion or Ford Focus, something like that. I didn't hear them. It was so weird, and I don't know if it was an electric car maybe. And the dogs didn't hear them. They pulled all the way in, and I think it was just one person in there, but they pulled all the way in. The dogs start barking. I'm like, what in the heck? I had my back turned, just doing some dishes. And it was really interesting. I was like, holy cow, there's somebody just pulled in here. Didn't hear them at all. I've been paying attention to the gravel road and all that. And I apologize. Like, they had their window down. I'm like, hey, I'm sorry. You can hang out if you want, if you need to go down the river and fish or whatever. But they just turned around and went away. So that's that was our big excitement so far for the night. We are holding that fire down. It is raining, kind of moving the dogs in. I've had to put the table away. I've got almost everything inside now. I was kind of anticipating that, so it's no big deal. It is chilly out. Man, since I ate, I like warmed up, and this jacket is really warm. Right now, what do we have? It says 60 degrees in the van. And I have the screen open, so it's really comfortable. Folks, I just wanted to jump in here. We are just hanging in the van. It's almost 8 o'clock. It feels like the rain has kind of let down a little bit. I'm not noticing any sprinkles anymore. Both dogs are just exhausted. We've been outside all day. I feel like I got windburn and a little bit on my ears and on my cheeks. And the wind wasn't, I think it was just we were outside. Been outside for like 10 hours or something. Been outside quite a bit today. It's been wonderful. We're just kind of chilling out here. I did want to say, I've just laying here watching some YouTube. Man, this bed's going to be comfortable. I'm excited to try this out tonight, and we're in a good spot. Incredibly quiet out here, and this is one thing I knew it would be, is dark. Beyond my fire, you cannot see a thing. There are a couple of street lights down that private drive that you can kind of see off in the distance. But man, in here, and I knew it was going to be, it's incredibly, incredibly dark with cloud cover and all that. So we're just kind of holding up a little bit, kind of appreciating the weather and the solitude. This has just been a perfect place to be. These wildlife management areas that run along I-29 are a gold mine of camping. And I think it needs to be let known in the Midwest. Like, everybody's like, oh, you don't have the wildlife management areas like Utah or Wyoming does or whatever. Folks, if you dig just a little bit, I could stay for free all the way up and down I-29, all over the place. It's there. You just have to look a little bit, and it may not be the most glamorous thing in the world. You might be in a parking lot or something, but you do have free 14-day options for you along the Missouri River. Enough of my soapbox. I'm going to, like I said, we're just going to hang out tonight. I'm going to try and catch some fire clips for you. It'll be a good sleep in here. Hopefully it's quiet.